And a good afternoon on, boy, it is just a gorgeous fall day, isn't it? Good. Well, I can't say what I put on the show sheet because it's a word that rhymes with duck, then the word this, then a word that rhymes with blit. That's really how I feel about the Detroit Lions currently and Dan Campbell. And here's the one thing I don't want to get into today. I don't want to get into excuses. No, you can have them. I'm just not interested in hearing them. Because the NFL, we always talk about it. It allows for rapid improvement. And results are measured one way. It's wins and it's losses. Justin Tucker, the weirdo kicker for the Ravens, who's also a Hall of Famer, said it. My results are immediate and they're binary. The kick goes in, I'm good. The kick misses, I'm not. That's it. What Dan Campbell did yesterday is my end point as far as honeymoon, patience, any of it. Any of it. 4th and 9. Idyllic day. Down 6-0. Facing a third-string quarterback who was never supposed to play this season. And your defense had played okay. And you don't kick a 48-yard field goal to make it 6-3. To go for it on 4th and 9? Not 4th and an inch. Not 4th and 3.
Right.
You're not in a shootout where I got Joe Burrow on the other side of the field. 6-0. Second quarter. I'm done. And the more this guy goes to the podium, Rico, and goes, I hated that decision. It's on me. I wish I could do it over. I got to be, you know what it is? It just becomes the effed up sibling you have who can't stop going broke, who can't stop getting pregnant, who can't stop doing crack. And eventually, that's just who you are. Dan Campbell is going to do dumb stuff. Period. It is year 2. This is at least the 6th in-game decision that this guy can't get right. So at what point is that just who you are? You like doing crack? You are a crackhead. You're bad with your money? You're a dope. Can't hold down a job? You're an idiot. Dan Campbell, in-game decisions, bad. So if you want to say the Lions are a clown car, then go to the head clown. He's running the operation. 4th and 9. Rico, you said it. Why? Why bring Michael Badgley here if you're not going to kick? The guy has 91 career NFL kicks. 91. Meanwhile, the Eagles lose Jake Elliott middle of the week. They went out and got Dicker the kicker. He kicked a 47-yarder yesterday. They didn't hesitate. So if Badgley sucks so bad you won't kick a 48-yarder, why is he here? Who else did you interview for the job? Did you go to the convent and ask some nuns to kick the ball around? What are we doing, man? And for all of the, hold on, here's the big thing. For all the people who say I like Dan Campbell, investigate the reasons why. Do any of them have anything to do with football? Oh, you like his pecs. You like his traps. You like that he chews. You like that he talks about knee. You know the only thing this guy's going to do with a kneecap? He's going to shoot himself in his own. That's all he's capable of. All the rah-rah, all the grit, all the wrestling character, all the sound bites, all the fun. None of it has anything to do with football acumen. None of it. I have no patience for it. This is the highest level. Are you allowed to learn on this job? No. You busted your ass for 2 decades to get in that chair. Nobody walks into a law firm and becomes lead counsel. Nobody walks into a hospital system and gets to run the cardiology department and learn. No one. So I don't want to hear about Dan Campbell learning on the job. F that. There's 32 of these gigs. People coach their whole lives to get one of these jobs. And this guy makes a mockery of it. That was a mockery. 4th and 9. Yes, the overall performance was fugazi. But the decision.
It wasn't fugazi, Mike. They still had an opportunity to win that thing early when it was 6-0. If you don't trust your kicker,
Right.
then you know what? That's a third-string quarterback. Pin him in deep and make him go 95 yards to score. He was having trouble in the red zone. His confidence is still kind of shaky. You handed him the ball right back at midfield, and after that, no, it was the scoop and score. And now all of a sudden, you know what Zappy is? He's confident.
Game's over.
Wait a minute. I can start taking chances now because it's no longer a one-score game. Because when it was 6-0, all that New England did, you were one touchdown and an extra point away from taking the lead. Saying,
correct.
That was nice, son, but we got this from here. But instead, you decide, I don't trust my kicker. It's 4th and 9. You keep saying you're going to be more conservative, but you're right. He's an addict. He's addicted to fourth downs. He's addicted to going for it. It's like he's sitting in his apartment playing a video game with his roommates, and it's like, Dan, just be smart about this. And yeah, this is my biggest fear coming to life. He's learning on the job. This is the NFL. You're not allowed to do that. You got to be ready. And people told me, doesn't matter that he wasn't an offensive coordinator. Look at him. Forget about all the other antics. When it comes to on the field,
Football.
Here's the thing. I think in his next job, he's going to be a really good coach because he's going to learn from this. He may even go full Belichick and Pete Carroll, where they were disasters at their first go-around at the head coaching job. But they learn because right now you do this and then immediately come out and say, yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. I already regret doing that. Then stop doing it.
It's the simplest thing. And again, Rico, here's the thing that kills me. We're sitting here, and it's like, Lion fan, not most of you. There are some of you. There are some of you that are my own special project. Well, it's a rebuild. Are the Jets not a rebuild? They're 3-2, and they didn't even have their quarterback the first 3 weeks of the year. Are the Giants not a rebuild? They're a dumpster fire. They're 4-1. The Jags are a rebuild. They've won more than you. Like, stop giving the team the excuses. Do you realize you basically went 2 full games without forcing a punt? Oh, I know the Patriots punted in the fourth quarter when it was 26-0. That doesn't even count. That doesn't even count. They were snapping the ball with their ball sack. You think they cared?
I mean, at that point, yeah, the game was over. You saw a look of you just got beat by a third-string quarterback.
You're blown out.
And here's the thing. Most people can't name a third-string quarterback on any team because they're guys that you probably yank off the practice squad in case of an emergency. And he went out there and got the job done. What was it? How many incomplete passes did he have?
I think he had 4 total for the game.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, they managed it. They were able to run the ball. This is the problem with the Lions defense. They don't do anything well.
I mean, how bad is your defense that Matt Patricia was able to come up with a game plan with a third-string quarterback?
Well, it's not hard when do I want to run for 200 or pass for 300? Tell you what, we'll do both.
Oh, yeah.
What difference does it make?
Yeah,
so my
the
point
backup
is,
running back came in too, yeah.
Right, and it's crazy. The Giants went to London without their 3 best defensive players. Adoree Jackson got hurt. Leonard Williams didn't even get on the damn plane, and Azeez Ojulari's hurt.
I mean, but
they beat the Packers.
It's just the fact now that, okay, I guess you're just going to go for it on every fourth down.
No.
This is not a video game. You have to be responsible as a coach. You know what? The crowd is going to tell you, go for it. And you got to be able to silence the crowd and say, guys, no. David, I'm quite sure your kids would love to have ice cream for every meal. But you have to be the adult and say, no, you're not going to have that. It's going to be for special times only. And here's the other thing. Maybe you've run so many fourth down plays that everybody knows what they are. Because later in the game on that 4th and 2, I forgot the receiver went down the field. The two corners on New England immediately went for the short pass because they knew exactly what you're throwing. You're not going to throw it deep. That told me they knew the play before the Lions even hiked the ball.
It just reeks of desperation. And this analytics stuff, here's the deal. Analytics absolutely have a role in today's game, but there still has to be room left for football, for common sense. Like last night, Zach Taylor passing up on 3 to tie the game 13-10 at the end of the third quarter and tie it up at 13. It was idiocy to go for it. It was idiocy. Mm-hmm. And what did they lose the game by? Oh, wait. The field goal he didn't kick. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, Dan Campbell may think he's got smart people up there, but it's 6-0. The analytics don't take into account I got Bailey Zappi on the other side of the field. Just like there's going to be weeks you got Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen on the other side of the field. You have to be able to take the data, look at it, understand it, but then there has to be a real-life application. Mm-hmm. It's not just rigid. They're men. They're not machines. Right. Who you're facing, what quarter, what time, and then reality. Who are we? We're not nameless, faceless numbers. If I have the analytics and I have Pat Mahomes running my offense, that might be a different decision than if I had Jared Goff.
Right. Because here's when you look at the other side, because you keep going forward and you don't get it, you realize New England beat you off of 5 field goals, a defensive touchdown, and 1 offensive touchdown.
Right. You gave them the game
because
you refused.
They kicked 5 field goals because they realized, guys, we're playing the Lions and the Lions score a lot. So wherever we get time to take points, let's take the points. Where Detroit was, F it. I know I said I wasn't going to do this again, but screw it. Let's go for it. YOLO.
That's it. So look, guys, you want to know where it's at? I'll tell you where it's at for me. He's got the remainder of this season to prove he deserves to have a job. That's it. No, I'm not firing him now. And that's not even a remote discussion in Allen Park. But at the end of this season, if he keeps doing this stupid stuff, if this team comes out and wins 5 games, 4 games, I got news for you. The guy who just got clipped in Carolina had 11 wins in 2.25 seasons. Dan Campbell would have to win 7 games to even get close to match that. All right, so here's where we are. I'm tired of it. No more grit, no more TV star, no more wrestler, no more Buddy cried, no more Buddy looks great in a long-sleeve T-shirt. None of it. I don't care. His coffee order, kneecaps, cannibalism, I don't care. None of it matters. He is driving a clown car. This team is 1-4. Their season is over. They're hitting the bye week. You're looking at Cowboys, Dolphins, Packers. It's binary. Win or lose, black or white, pass or fail. So if any of you are cool being 1-7 and going, well, they'll get him the talent, I'm going to throw the Jets and Giants in your face, or even the Jaguars. And I'm going to tell you, why should I trust this guy when I do give him talent?